everybody, welcome back to the Fable boss run. I'm sorry to say that since upgrading to Windows 10, my computer refuses to run Fable and OBS at the same time without lagging intensely, so I won't actually be able to complete the video section of this run. I'm sorry if you're watching this for entertainment purposes, but if you were just watching this to see how to actually complete boss in Fable, I'm happy to say that this video will explain every boss that I wasn't able to record. First up we have Traitor Massacre. This quest has 5 boss, but only 4 of them are actually completable. There's no protection without a scratch and fist fighter like normal. Then you keep bandit alive boast, and a timed quest boast for 6 minutes. This quest is fairly easy to complete, you just need to do the standard physical shield slow time glitch. You will need henchmen if you're going fist fighter, but let me tell you right now, fist fighter is glitched on this quest. At the end of the quest in a cutscene you pull out your weapon no matter what, so you'll never be able to get the fist fighter burst. You can try if you want. I have tried in the past with henchmen to get the fist fighter burst, but it's just not possible. In the quest what you generally want to do is you kill the guards first, use your physical shield to stand between the bandits and the guards, sort of like a shield for your bandits, and use heal life if you need to on the bandits. Otherwise you should be killing about 20 or so guards, and then you can just mop up the rest of the villagers. Quite an easy quest, all things considered. The next quest is Traitor Rescue. While it may seem like these are opposite quests, you can actually take Traitor Massacre and Traitor Rescue at the same time. Traitor Rescue has 5 bursts total, our normal no protection without a scratch fist fighter. Then we also have Don't Kill Anyone and a timed quest, but this time it's 8 minutes. Now make sure to get the Twin Blade Henchman before actually starting the quest. Because this quest takes place in Twin Blade's camp, you can't actually get the henchman during the quest. So starting off this quest you activate your standard slow time physical shield glitch. Just run past the first traitor and go to the second area, and then work your way backwards. As soon as you release a traitor, the bandits are going to start attacking them. What you need to do first is to go to the far traitor, release him, and use slow time and run back to the first traitor in this area. Then collect him and go through the load zone. If you need to use heal life, which you probably will, you should use it at the top of those stairs, and then try and run down and get all the bandits to aggro on you. If a bandit's aggroing on you, it means they won't be hitting the traitors. This may take a few tries and a few punches, but honestly it probably takes about 100 punches to kill bandits, so don't be worried about killing them. And your henchmen shouldn't kill them if you do this quickly enough. After the bandits are aggroed on you, release the final traitor and make sure they're still on you. Then just run to the gate where you started this quest. All the bandits and traitors should be following you at this point, but don't go through the load zone. Heal the traitors and aggro the bandits if needed, but make sure you only go to the start of this area, don't go through the load zone or you'll fail the quest. This quest takes about 2 minutes to complete, so the timed portion isn't a worry. Next we have Break the Siege. This quest has 5 boss in total, your standard no protection without a scratch and fist fighter, then solo mission, and kill the bandit siege leader. This is a fairly easy quest, and despite it being a so-called solo mission, you are allowed to use henchmen. So you get to Knothole Glade, skip a couple cutscenes, and then you need to talk to the guard next to the door. At this point all the bandits will start to pour in, so try and keep the bandits that's closest to Knothole Glade on you. Some of them will sort of aggro on you, but they have a tendency to get off you and try and go for their bandit leader inside. Now kill the bandit leader doesn't mean the bandit leader inside Knothole Glade, it means the leader of the siege. The thing with this mission is, it's sort of confusing how it ends, because I've had it before where I haven't killed all the bandits, but the mission's still ended. I'm not sure if it's meant to be a time limit or what, but the quest does end once you kill all the bandits or on some other factor. What this means is, you really do want to prioritize the bandit siege leader, because he's the only one that you must kill. That being said, as soon as the bandits have made it to the person jailed inside Knothole Glade, your quest is now on a timer, because there's no way to stop that jailed person from getting out other than killing all the bandits. So, first priority, keeping people away from the bandit leader jailed inside Knothole Glade. Second priority, killing the bandit siege leader. Honestly, it sounds more complicated than it is. It's a fairly easy quest. For this next quest, there are two different options. You have Execution Tree, which is the good side, and Execution Tree Rescue, which is the evil side. Execution Tree Rescue is so much easier than Execution Tree, but I will be going through them both. Firstly, on Execution Tree, we have no protection without a scratch and fist fighter, as per usual, and we also have Protect Guards. So take your henchmen along with you, as per usual. Just make this quest a bit easier and a bit quicker. You need to escort a bandit and some guards all the way to the Headsman's Hill, and I'll just show you where the bandits attack you along the way. Your first ambush will be halfway up this hill. Make sure to stand in front of the bandit leader. The guards can honestly generally handle themselves against the bandits, but if you don't stand in between the bandit leader and the next load zone, he's going to walk off and you'll lose the quest. After all the bandits are dead, the guards may act a little bit buggy. Just stand behind them and wait for one of them to walk up to the gate. Your first ambush in this area is right at the lake, and at this point the bandit leader actually tries to go backwards towards the jail, so you need to stand between him and the load zone you just came from. The second ambush is at the house up here. This time he is going towards Gibbet Woods, and the third ambush is at the windmill. Again, he goes to Gibbet Woods. Once you've got the method of keeping the bandit leader inside and letting the guards do most of the work, it's an easy quest, but it is quite long. The first ambush in this area is at the Demon Door, and the second ambush is at the focus site up here. The interesting part of this is that the bandit leader won't move either time, so feel free to kill the bandits at your leisure. The bandit leader doesn't need to be babysat. When you finally made it to Headsman's Hill, there's one more ambush, but again the bandit leader doesn't move, so it's quite easy. And that's the quest complete. Execution Tree Rescue, in comparison, is trivial, honestly. You have the same sort of boast, no protection without a scratch and fist fighter, but you also have Protect Bandits instead of Protect Guards. Just use slow time and physical shield, and you can always run past the guards. Once you've run to the second area, all the bandits that you're meant to be protecting get stuck on the first screen, so you don't even need to protect them. Just keep running past guards until you get to the headsman's block. Once you get to the block, you'll have one bandit you need to protect, but he honestly takes care of himself. The only fight in this quest is the executioner and two guards at Headsman's Hill. That's why this quest is so easy, you can just run past everything. And that's another quest complete. Darkwood Disturbance. This is, depending on your view, quite possibly one of the worst quests in the game. On the surface it's not too bad, no protection without a scratch and fist fighter, fine, but it's this boast right here, Briar Rose cannot be harmed. So you're going to be fighting a bunch of minions with Briar in Darkwood, and you have to make sure that she's never hit throughout the whole quest, and you don't get an indicator when she's hit, so you might have to do this quest over and over again. It is possible, however. This quest is broken up into two sections. In the first section, Briar will work with you to kill minions, and in the second section you need to protect her while she summons something. So there are 3 clusters of 2 minions each in this section, at roughly these positions. You really want to try and activate only one cluster at a time, and because of this you might see that 2 of these clusters are actually quite far north, so I prefer to enter this quest from Darkwood Camp. That way if you enter from Darkwood Camp, you can activate the first cluster, and then the second, and then the third, rather than having 4 minions on you at once. Minions tend to target whoever hit them last, so just do your best to hit the minions Briar is hitting, and get between her and them. Slow time should always be on to have longer time to react to minion attacks. Doing this section will take about 6 minutes. If at any point you see that Briar's been hurt, just reset the quest. Using heal life doesn't fix the boast. This second section is much easier, but it can all still fail right here. Briar will be at the shrine right here. Immediately attack the minions spawned south of her and try and lead it to the other two north. Have the mages target you so they're not hitting Briar. You don't need to kill any minions, just keep slow time up as she'll finish at the same rate. If you look around on the internet, some people seem to think that the shrine actually deals Briar damage, but I've never had that happen to me. Sometimes Briar can get tiny chip damage from minions that you don't really notice unless you use heal life on her. I think this is what people are noticing when they say that the shrine does damage to her. Alright, the next quest is Bandits Spy Extraction. Remember how I said that Darkwood Disturbance is probably the worst quest, or the second worst quest in the game? Well, this is what it sort of ties for. There are 7 boasts total in this quest, but one of them isn't really compatible. So you've got no protection without a scratch and fist fighter, as per usual. Then you've got 2 Massacre boasts, Guard Massacre and Traitor Massacre, and a Pacifist boast. Now you can only take Massacre or the Pacifist boast, but because there's 2, I'm going to be taking the Massacre boasts. Pacifist is by far easier. And as your final boast, you have Solo Mission. Once again, even though it says Solo Mission, we can take Henchmen, but for another reason we can't use Henchmen in this quest, so don't use Henchmen. The reason you can't use Henchmen is their kills don't count as your kills, so for the Guard Massacre and Traitor Massacre quests, Henchmen will really just make it impossible to get those boasts. This quest is honestly a little glitchy and probably one of the glitchiest quests in Fable The Lost Chapters. How Fable usually works is, once you get to an area, that activates the quest and edits the world, and then you can go on from there. But for Bandit Spy Extraction, as soon as you take the quest, some things are already preloaded in the world. So if you actually teleport to Litchfield Graveyard and walk all the way back through, opposite to how this quest is meant to be done, you can start killing bandits and traitors before the quest starts, and it will count for the boast towards the quest. You may say this is a little cheaty, you know? I mean, we do use the slow time physical shield glitch in almost every quest. You might think that going backwards is a bit too unfair, but honestly, the Massacre boasts are really inconsistent, and this quest can take upwards of 40 minutes, so you want to make sure that you get it the first time. When you're approaching from Litchfield Graveyard, you don't want to kill any of the guards. If you kill guards now, they won't appear in the quest, and they don't count now, so you will ruin the quest. What you want to do is kill all the traitors during this pre-quest period, because killing the traitors actually does count for the quest. So kill all the traitors apart from the green dog in the windmill, because he's a bandit in disguise. That's what the whole quest is about. If this is your first time visiting the windmill, there'll actually be an assassin once you go up the stairs and around to the front of the windmill. I suggest that you activate him now and kill him, just so you don't have to do it in the quest with your bare fists. Once you've killed all the traitors apart from the green one and the assassin, it's time to go start the quest in Bowerstone North. As soon as you start, you'll immediately get the Kill All Traitors boast. Don't hire any bandits because that's part of the solo mission, and start beating up the guards on the path. Now this will take a very long time, so I suggest music or YouTube or whatever helps you get through it, because you need to kill all the guards on this path, Windmill Hill, and Gibbet Woods. Don't talk to the green trader yet, whatever you do. Make sure you've killed every guard on all 3 areas before you talk to the green trader. After you've killed them all, you can talk to him, and as soon as you finish talking to him, the reason is after you've talked to him, guards are going to spawn in and try and attack him, but they can't go through load zones. So if you go to Gibbet Woods and tell them to wait, you can then go kill all the guards in Windmill Hill and the North Bowerstone exit. Once you've killed all the guards, you can go get the traitor and bring him back towards North Bowerstone. This is by far the longest quest in the game, because you need to kill about 30 guards, only using your fists with no henchmen. A pacifist run is very easy, but you lose out on a boast. You just use slow time to run past the guards, free the traitor, and use slow time to get back. The final quest is the Ransom Victim. This quest will only unlock after you've defeated Jacket Blades the first time and completed the initial game. This quest is fairly standard. We have no protection without a scratch and fist fighter, and then victim not harmed, similar to the Hob Cave quest, and kill the kidnappers. So this is a fairly easy quest. You start in a whole glade and grab some henchmen, you can finally use them again, and just use slow time to rush to the cave, bypassing all the enemies. Don't bother attacking the bandits outside yet, just go inside the cave. Now sometimes I've had my henchmen follow me into the cave, and sometimes they haven't. It's a bit of a luck of the draw thing. Either way, refuse to pay the ransom and just kill the bandit leader. Once you're outside, you now just need to beat down all the subsequent bandits all the way to Knothole Glade. Make sure you have the boy wait in the cave. You may also need to kill a Balverine next to this bandit. Once you've killed all the bandits, go back and get the boy, and just use slow time and roll to get back to Knothole Glade. There may be a Balverine again respawned, just use slow time and roll, and it should probably target your henchman rather than the boy. Now the evil ending for this quest actually kills the boy, but it's off screen, and it doesn't count against the victim not harmed boast, so you can do either the good or the evil ending depending on what you feel like. And that is the final boast quest. After that, your boast should be 55 completed, 56 taken, or if you didn't take Fist Fighter in the Traitor Massacre quest, then your boast would be 55 completed, 55 taken. This is, as far as I know, the most boasts you can get in this game. Thank you for watching.